trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pendants. I'm a diamond in the rough.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
They start the drive here with Gainwell. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Heineke now on second down. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Heineke. That one complete to Prochet. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Heineke now. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. In motion is Dortch. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Heineke. Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara from 17 yards out. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. you got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Yeah, a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the 1st before he's tackled. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that 1st down there and keep this one going.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. To throw is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Heineke. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends, because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Henry up the middle. And fights through one man. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. Heineke going to lead the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Starting things out with a give to Gainwell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Heineke. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now he's
going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the 1st half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Heineke's throw brought in by Bellinger. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On third down, Henry. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So Heineke and the Falcons down by 2 touchdowns, 2:25 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. They'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Heineke. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tano Passigno in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A first down throw for Heineke. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a second down throw for Heineke. Setting up the screen with Gainwell. Stiff-armed him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Heineke. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, Heineke. Quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To the air again, Heineke. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. And the play fake, and now Heineke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Josiah DeGuara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, it's Henry. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.